Pocket GM2 football was a surprisingly enjoyable experience. Yes, the gameplay that you see here is largely all there is to it. You're not going to find the nuanced design that you will see in games like Madden, and yet I still had more fun with this portable experience. Let's begin with the good. There's a surprising amount of depth that you'll be able to find in this game. You're able to pick your head coach and see what their preferences are, and along with that, you'll be able to pick your offensive coordinator, defensive coordinator, your medical staff, and the type of scouting that you're going to want to emphasize. Drafting in this game is actually really fun, and you'll be able to find some good quality talent that will be able to fit right into your team. Managing your draft location is also really enjoyable. Whenever you're on the clock, you'll oftentimes see that there are several teams that want to trade for the pick that you have. This leads to the trading block. This is something that you're going to have access to in the middle of the season, and this is something that's actually going to be really useful in developing the kind of team that you want. You'll be able to find clear talent. This leads to contracts. The fact that you can extend contracts and restructure them mid-season is something that is great to see, and is something that I did not necessarily expect to see in a mobile experience. You can also watch the games that your teams play and see a breakdown or a play-by-play of what they are doing on the field. All the while, you'll be pursuing the coveted Super Bowl title. You'll be able to see the accolades that your team wins at the end of the year. This will increase your legacy score in addition to where you end up at the end of the season. Let's address some of the pitfalls, and there are quite a few. The first is that watching games seem a bit pointless, in large part because there's no way to control what's going on the field. That being said, I also wish there was a way to simulate the entire season, or at least up to whenever somebody has an injury. Speaking of injuries, this is another issue that I had, in that they seem a little bit random. Yes, I understand that players have a statistic that says injury prone on their character sheet, but I did not see this actually correlating to what was going on the field. Also, I wish there was a bit more in terms of advanced statistics for the season. It was not always clear as to who was on what team whenever you're looking at the league standings. Another issue was managing the trade block and trading your own players is a bit cumbersome. I wish there was a way to navigate between the menus without having to start all over. This created a problem, and it actually de-incentivized me a little bit from using the trading block as much as I would have liked. Having the ability to see what your holes are in your team and what you need to trade for is something that is super important and would have been really useful to have as either a hot button or something you can quickly go into without having to reset all of your progress. I found myself almost wanting to put it in a pen and paper so that I could know what I was looking for whenever I was either trading for players or drafting players as well. Overall, I love this game, and this may be a bit of bias to my heydays back when I played Madden, but having a portable managing sim is something that I did not know that I needed. I was able to log roughly 8 hours in 2-ish days, and anyone who knows my schedule knows what a feat that is. Currently, you can get this game for free, as the newest release, Pocket GM3, recently came out, and you could definitely expect to see a review on that. Suffice it to say, you should pick this one up. If you have any sports suggestions of your own, or mobile games in general, leave it in the comments below. Otherwise, stay tuned in to Gaming in the Moment.